Hello my dears and lovelies, welcome back to the channel. This weekend we are doing a 24-hour reading challenge! Woo! We have my sister Lauren, my sister-in-law Calista, and my friend Kristen. Hi here! So, if everybody, we start with Lauren, we're going to introduce yourself and tell us what you're reading.
Hi, I'm Lauren. I'm her older sister, and I am overly ambitious and going to try and start fourth wing again because I finished a reading binge and this was the one that I could not get through, and then if I accomplish it, I will start Iron Flame.
Okay, Callista, her sister-in-law, and I'm going to try to read this book about an Orthodox nun. My godmother gave it to me and I feel like I should read it. So, a poem book for when I get bored, and a script writing book called Save the Cat, and then we might try Sense and Sensibility by Jane Austen.
Ooh, Grandma's variety.
And now me. I will be reading Uprooted, which is an excellent take on the Cinderella fairy tale. And then we also have An Engagement of Ravens, which was recommended to me by my younger sister. Shout out to her. And then for some funsies, some books about work and some ways that we can welcome refugees into our communities.
Very nice, very nice. And I am very ambitious, so I brought 4 books with me. So I'm reading A Long Time Dead, possibly, which is a vampire romance, from what I'm gathering. A Christmas romance called Most Wonderful. Assistant to the Villains, which is also a romance, because there's a theme here. And then I'm reading The Poisons We Drink, which is a YA fantasy, I believe. So yeah, we are going to read as much as we can for as long as we can, and maybe pause for effects. The timer starts now!
Yay!
We are taking a brief intermission to talk about the books we are reading so far and what we think of them. So,
Currently, I am reading Fourth Wing. I have successfully finally dove into the book, and I think my book binge is officially reincarnated. So, you know, that'll be good. I received a gift for Christmas that said I am emotionally attached to fictional characters, which is very true. And this book is very quickly teaching me that I cannot be emotionally attached to any character because no one is safe.
no one is safe. You're reading and what you like or don't like about it.
Sense and Sensibility. What I like about it is the different personalities of the 2 sisters and their interest for romance and how that clashes and the comedy between that. What I dislike is there are a lot of characters.
There's
Like
so
you
many
compare it to
characters.
something. That's it. Other than that, pretty good.
just finished The Poisons We Drink by Bethany Baptiste. It was almost 500 pages. This one was a chunker. But I didn't thoroughly enjoy it. It was very okay. It was very trying really hard to be political and succeeding in that endeavor, but to the point where it made the story very much too realistic and not enjoyable for me. So I think overall I'd probably give this book like a 2.5 stars. It wasn't hard to read, but it wasn't the most enjoyable story, and it was also very odd for a YA book. There was a lot of cussing, there was some sexual content in there that I felt was a little explicit for being YA. It was very odd. So yeah, so not a great start to the 24-hour reading challenge, but you live and you learn, you try things. So we're gonna move on. I'm either gonna start A Long Time Dead or Most Wonderful next. I'm not sure which yet. Alright, so tell the audience what you're reading about and what you like about it, what you dislike about it. What are your thoughts?
So I'm reading Uprooted. It's super great. It is a lot of fairy tales, kind of all woven into one. It involves magic and a little bit of romance, even though they're awkward and don't know it.
Love it, love it.
But I think what I like most about it is that it's continually surprising. Every time you're like, okay, like we're reaching the climax of the story and like I know the direction this is going, it goes a completely different direction and you're just surprised.
Thank you so much for joining me on this fun little readathon adventure. It was so much fun to do it with friends and family. I hope you enjoyed. I know I did. I know we did. We had a really, really good time filming this and hanging out and reading and just vibing and having fun. It was a really, really good weekend. I didn't get to film a send-off with everybody because some people had to leave early and it just didn't work out with the timing of everything. So sadly, not everybody's here to say goodbye to you all. But we also appreciate you watching. We also appreciate you being here and enjoying this with us. It was a really sweet and pleasant time. As for me, I got about 150 pages into A Long Time Dead, so I didn't quite finish 2 books for this readathon, but I still consider that a win because that first book was like almost 500 pages. So I read a big chunky book for this readathon, so I consider that a win. And we all had a really good time, so obviously that's a win in and of itself. And I hope to do this many, many more times in the future. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.